Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Path Trading Partners along with Bob Iacchino. So what do we got going on in Monero? Monero came out of this nice horizontal channel, reacting at the first level, this 270 level, pausing for a bit, then coming down to our major cluster, this 262 area, and reacting up nicely into the rotation zone. So we still have another potential level down. We did get a nice divergence. This is now a flat RSI with lower price, which is still a divergence pattern coming up in the rotation zone. And if you notice and you look at a number of these cryptos, a number of them had divergences at these key lows and ran up in the rotation zone, where you definitely, and I'll say this in every video, when you're trading against the 4-hour and the daily rotation zone, you want to move up your stops or take profits, at least partial profits, as it gets into and especially to the other side of the rotation zone. Here it slammed into the 50 period exponential moving average and the 21, now selling back down. By the way, if these lows hold for now and it gets above this 293.99, so it closes above 293 or an extended move, then that does trigger a double bottom pattern only if it gets up here. Keep that in mind. And the normal stop reduction would be 309.93. Going to bump that down to 307.48 because that's the end of this clear path and a prior GAN level. So moving that down by a couple bucks, and then it's only got a single target trade, 317.90. But that does require a close or an extended move above 293. Let's check in on the daily chart for Monero and see how this is looking. So now we don't have the rotation zone against us yet. It's we don't have the first cross against us yet, but we are below it. Keep that in mind. Also, if it dips down to this next level, this 254 for the final target on this horizontal channel, that would be coming back to this breakout zone. So you had prior resistance breaking through, then turning into support. So that's the next area you will be watching for. If that does break, then watch for a return to about 240 area. If it does get up on this double bottom, that would take us to return prior resistance to these very key highs. And by the way, to the upside, this horizontal channel is no longer valid. So we'd have to do new price projections as it gets up here. And if it's going to break out to new highs, we will watch. Again, people still stepping in. This is trying to remain a little stronger, but as we said, because of the hard fork coming up and the Monero V, whether you like it or not, don't care. We're just charting the cryptos, but this is why you just can't say, oh, it's got to stay. It won't dip at all. No, you still do your analysis, and if it gets down, you can still trade it. It's not just buy, 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 buy. It's, all right, if this happens, here's the levels we'll be watching for, because it can dip before it rallies. Now, people might come in more aggressively on the dips because they want to then pick up some of that hard fork when it does. So you got to keep that in mind with your targets. But we still do the analysis, and the analysis still holds up, as you see with what just happened here to the downside. It triggered it, went to the down, hit the key level, and then ran up into the rotation zone on the 4-hour chart. So that makes it very, very tradable. And then keep in mind, if this double bottom does trigger, then we get a nice move back to these most recent areas of major resistance up around the 318 mark. That's what we have for you in Monero right now. We'll talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.